I feel much responsibility of my family emotion on my shoulder, and when all family sits silent and no talking, and I can feel the energy around me. If it's something heavy or sadness or upset, anger, I feel all of them, and then I'm not talking either, and then I just guessing them, and then I talk to myself that way, that because of me, and then this situation happened because of me, then my family wasn't happy. But I think I cannot responsibility for my parent emotion. I really can, because one person I can change is myself, not other person, even the person I love and I care about. That's the responsibility. I will start the section with my mental, like my idea with the AI and the mental by all by English today. Okay, let's start it.
Hi, Linda. It's Wednesday at about 2:52 p.m. Ready for day two? Mentor
Yes,
says, good afternoon. Yesterday you said you were born with great potential. Tell me, what is one area you want to grow in this week? Just one.
let's start with relationship, I think.
Okay, relationship. That's honest and clear. When you say relationship, do you mean a future marriage or something you're working through right now?
It's not something I'm working on right now, but something I learned lately when I have conversation with the person and the man, right? And I think I learned lesson from this conversation with him. Very long conversation is the businessman, and I just a normal person. I work for myself, and I am freelancer. Virtual assistant for people. I can do many things, but I just a normal person, and I work for myself, right? And I have conversation with businessman, and I think if he's doing the business, he must be logical and think very deep. But after conversation for almost 2 days, and then when we finish, I think nowadays man is not actually logical as I think. I think I was so emotional because I am a female. Other person is maybe a man I meet, I think they are logical, but actually not. I feel and I think after the conversation, they are more emotional than me. So, what do you think?
That's a thoughtful point. First, a small English fix. You could say, I used to think men were more logical, but after my recent conversations, I'm not so sure. Now about your question. I would avoid concluding that men are logical or emotional, or that women are one way or another. It really depends on the person, their habits, their self-image. From you were born rich, we might say, don't judge a whole group by one experience. Now, my question for you, in those conversations,
Excuse me for a moment. I don't judge the people. Okay, my point is after the conversation with that man, I think before the conversation, I think man, this man was logical because he is doing business. But after conversation, I think differently about him. But I think he is not logical than me because I thought myself was too much emotion, you know. I mean, I'm learning from people, and I observe people to understand people. I'm not judging people.
that helps me understand better. Thank you. So you're noticing differences between how you process things and how he processes things.
Mm,
That's observation, not judgment. Good. Now, in the spirit of you you were born rich, what did that conversation show you about yourself?
I grew confident. I know what I want, and I talk with confidence about myself. And I open mind to listen, to express myself.
That's strong self-awareness. Say it again now, out loud, slowly. I am confident. I know what I want. I listen and express myself. Now, one last question. What's one small action you can take this week that shows you believe in yourself?
I think I would put too much expectation on myself. No one else that judge myself because I think I wasn't good enough and I didn't do enough. So it's not about other people, it's about me. I think so.
That is a real insight. Try this version in English. I don't want to judge myself by harsh standards. I'm learning to be kinder to myself. Can you say that?
I'm learning to kinder about myself.
Good. And I'll ask gently, what's one kind thing you can do for yourself this week?
It's hugging myself. Like before, I was so shy and I wait for someone to hugging me, say I love me. But now I feel much more comfortable to talk to myself that way. I'm not shy anymore because I want to give myself love first and then I can love other people without feel shy.
That's powerful. Self-love first, then sharing it with others. Very strong direction. Linda, I want to reflect something back to you. A few minutes ago, you realized that the person who judges you the most isn't someone else. It's you. That's a key idea in self-image. Say with me, I am learning to appreciate my progress. I don't have to be perfect to keep growing. Now, here's my question. When you say, I'm not good enough, does that sound like your own voice or a voice you learned from somewhere else? Take your time. No wrong answer.
I think the environment around me it was uncomfortable. Then I keep guessing, people thinking about me. If stranger, I'm not mad, but with a member in my family, I mind a lot, and I feel much responsibility of my family emotion on my shoulder. And when all family sit silent and no talking, and I can feel the energy around me. It's something heavy or sadness or upset, anger. I feel all of them, and then I'm not talking either, and then I just guessing them, and then I talk to myself that way that because of me, and then this situation happened because of me, then my family wasn't happy. But I think I cannot responsibility for my parent emotion. I really can because one person I can change is myself, not other person, even the person I love and I care about. That's the responsibility, but it's really hard, I live with it over 30 years, so it's difficult for me. So I just observe and yeah, see people suffer and feel that way.
That is a lot to carry. And I hear you clearly. You cannot control other people's emotions, only your responses. That's not cold. That's healthy. A kind, simple frame you could use is, I can offer respect, care, and presence, but I don't carry responsibility for their feelings. Maybe we practice One short line for tough moments. I can be kind without caring at all. Could you repeat that?
Can you say this sentence again?
Sure. I can be kind without caring at all.
I can be kind without caring. Excuse me?
Without caring. Yeah,
Without caring.
exactly. We'll keep going until you say finish. A gentle observation. You didn't say your family told you it was your fault. You said you told yourself that. Those are different. Sometimes our mind creates a story to make sense of discomfort. Like it must be me. Here's a useful line from You Were Born Rich. I don't know what others are thinking. Repeat. I don't have to guess. Now, when you were a child and everyone in your family became quiet, what did you usually do? Did you try to make everyone happy? Did you stay silent? Or did you leave the room?
When I was little, actually I didn't remember. I don't have a memory when I was little much. I think I have this habit of talk to myself that way and the voice inside of me. Since I start to develop my awareness and almost 4 years ago I think I become more observe me and inside of me what voice is talking to me and calling me. When I was little and when I was very young, I was too much naive and I was super naive and I think it's now look back it's kind of fun but I think it was stupid if people looking at me like that. I have to admit and I'm not feeling negative about it but it was stupid and it's okay because I was very young and I don't know much about life and everything.
That's honest and clear. Looking back, it's easy to judge younger selves. But not knowing is normal when you're young. That's how learning works. And it sounds like you're noticing that the judgment isn't helpful anymore. Just an old habit. One more gentle question. What would it feel like to thank that younger you for getting you this far?
I have to thank her because her was super naive and saving person, kind person, and not my people. Just I think have one thing I proud of myself is when I was little until I grew up a little bit younger, I was so I don't mind about people. I just do whatever I want. I go to universe alone and I do all the stuff alone and I not like playing too much, being too much naughty. I would super naive and just do what I need to done. Just did what I need to done in university and be a good person and kind. That's what I'm proud of.
Yeah, that's something to be proud of. You took yourself and your responsibilities seriously. And if you're now feeling the weight of always having to be good, that's important to notice. Maybe the next step isn't about being good or perfect. Maybe it's about being kind to yourself while you keep learning. And that kindness can include saying, I don't have to carry everything. That is growth.
I don't have to carry everything.
Exactly. That sounds like a solid place to pause for today.
I have more 10 minutes to talk, so please keep going.
Linda, I want to reflect something back. You used the word naive for your younger self, but you also described real strengths like kindness, independence, and doing what you felt was right. Sometimes one word hides a lot of different qualities. Here's a small English upgrade. Instead of I was stupid, you could say I was inexperienced or I didn't know much about life yet. Now, here's a thought. Growth doesn't always mean replacing who you were. Sometimes it means keeping your kindness and adding wisdom. Repeat this line: I want to stay kind, but I also want to become wiser. When you notice that critical voice, what's one phrase you could say instead that feels kinder and still true?
Can you repeat it again? I didn't focus on this.
Sure. So, when you notice that critical voice, what's one phrase you could say instead that feels kinder and still true?
I don't need to carry everything.
That's clear, kind, and true. A thought from Bob Proctor's style. Our results usually reflect our beliefs. Which belief feels truer today for your relationship question? A, I'm becoming the right partner and things can grow from that. Or B, I need to solve everything about myself before I deserve a great relationship. There's no right or wrong, just which feels closer to your experience.
I think first one, I become the ideal person I want to connect with.
That's clear and grounded. Then the practice is daily habits that help you show up as that person. For today, one simple act: do one thing that future you would recognize as aligned. Even something small, like speaking to yourself with respect. All right, one simple thing for tonight. Stand in front of the mirror. Say slowly, I am becoming the woman I want to be. I don't have to carry everything. I choose love, wisdom, and peace today. Say each one 3 times. Now, for a challenge. Finish this sentence in your own words. The woman I am becoming is someone who. Go for it.
Right now,
Yep,
I become the woman I want to be. I don't have to carry everything with me.
that's a heartfelt vision. Say it once more slowly. Let yourself hear it.
Can you repeat? Because that is a long sentence for me.
Sure. Say this: I don't have to carry everything with me. Take a breath.
I don't have to carry everything with me.
That's enough for now.
Okay, I will practice at my night. So now we can move to next section. Like talk about something.
Sure. What would you like the next section to be?
Let's talk a little bit about something fun to make my energy go up.
Okay, something fun to lift your energy. Quick game. 10 quick one line this or that choices. Ready? Coffee or tea?
Tea,
Morning or evening?
morning,
Mountains or beach?
beach,
Sweet or salty?
sweet,
City walk or nature trail?
nature,
Nice. Books or movies?
what book?
Reading books or watching movies? Which do you enjoy more? You can answer in a full sentence like, I prefer reading books because I like learning new ideas. Or, I prefer movies because they help me relax. For what it's worth, based on our chats,
I
you might like
think
books, but I'd rather hear your answer.
I don't think I will choose because I don't like read book, but I force myself to read book. If I'm not reading, I feel I stupid, so I had to read and learning. But sometimes when life too stressful, I would like to watch a movie, but not so often when I too much emotion and my mind keep overthink. So I choose to watch a action movie. It's better. So I don't choose one. It depends on situation, right?
That makes sense. It depends. And if you notice yourself forcing, you might try something lighter, like a short article or a two-page essay. Something that feels like learning, but not suffering. And if a movie helps you reset sometimes, that's okay too. Balance is still progress.
I think I did something awesome is reading a financial book when I don't like read book at all. I read a book of Tan Chun Ho. He write about stock and share and financial United market. So it very huge and many different words there. I think I did it good, and I forced myself to read it every day. Almost 40 minutes per day, and I think for about 3 6 months.
I hear that clearly. And that's impressive consistency. Even 4 minutes a day, when it's real focus, compounds. You don't have to love reading to respect the effort. That's growth.
Because I think I speak English good and good. It sound not good to me. When I hear people speaking, it's really great. But when I speaking, I feel myself is a someone come from nowhere and talking are not so good. I mean, I use a good is the positive. It's not good for my view, for my perspective. So that's why I forced myself to do it.
I hear you. First, your English is understandable and brave. Second, comparing yourself to fast speakers will always feel harsh. Instead, say, my English is growing. I am learning. That mindset matters more than perfect grammar. Say after me, I am learning English step by step.
I am learning English step by step.
And when you speak slowly, that's not bad. That's clarity. People who really listen prefer clarity. You're doing fine.
Okay, so before finish today's session, my mentor, I want my mentor give me some feedback about this conversation and how I talk and about the mindset, what I need to change or not, or what I need to learn and growth.
Sure, happy to give honest mentor style feedback. Your English is strong enough to hold real conversations, which is a big deal. To improve, work on small grammar patterns like I don't have to carry everything. Also, practice simple sentence structures slowly and keep your confidence. Mindset wise, a strong point is your curiosity. I encourage you to keep asking, not am I good enough, but what did I learn today that I didn't know yesterday? That's growth. Your homework. Keep speaking English daily, even 10 minutes. Read a little. And keep that night routine you mentioned. I am becoming the woman I want to be. I don't have to carry everything. And from a mentor's perspective, if I met you today for the first time, I'd say you're thoughtful, disciplined, and willing to look at yourself, which is rare. Your biggest challenge isn't ability, it's being gentler with yourself than your inner critic allows. And I love that you ended today speaking full sentences for more than 1 or 2 minutes. I'm looking forward to day 3. See you then.
See you then. Bye bye.